Okay, 8 ball is working, stream is up. I'm a bit late because I had to fix the cat. And Bessie has the first. Good job, love. Okay, time to dive back into Syberia. Okay.
Off you go, my girl. You'll be fine.
What a strange mechanism. It reminds me of the automatons on the musical square.
Oh, I can go inside like this. Nice.
So this is the Spitze. Here's the Nebel. Birne, huh?
I have no memory who asked for what. Whoops.
So this is the Spitze.
Maybe there was.
If in doubt, I can always check the drinks list.
Okay, we'll check out her diary. See if there's anything here. Okay, we read the first page on the first day, I believe. I guess God, maybe? The hell's with this handwriting? Change the- Got butterflies. Couldn't eat a thing for breakfast. Even though mother made her delicious chocolate and apricot Sachertorte cake that they usually adore. My parents won't be coming to see me. They can't leave the shop on a day like today. It's the best day of it's the last day of spring for retailers. And anyway, perhaps it is better this way. I could not bear being distanced in front of them. Should I disgraced in front of them? Should I fail to make the grade? Mr. and Mrs. Zimmer have arrived. They come more and more often these days. It's always for business, though. Father keeps saying that whoever will listen that there is no such thing as too much business in times like these. While the men get down to dealing in the study, Mr. Zimmer is an art dealer. Mrs. Zimmer helps mother in the shop. Frau Beckman is expecting me. She is the rectress of the academy. Better stop writing. Don't forget the notification. Yeah, notification. Kiss parents. Jump in the first tram. Now off you go, Dana. Niv, hi. Welcome to the stream. How was your week? Concert went like a dream. What a relief. Feeling more confident now than ever to apply to go to the Paris Conservatory. Just one more year at the Wagen Music Academy, then my journey begins. My journey to become a concert pianist, my dream. My week was a bit hectic. Started college again, and as usual, classes are happening, others are not. Teachers don't know we're coming. It's the usual mess. I'm expecting in 1 or 2 more weeks things will finally settle down in some sort of groove. I can help my parents pay for the tuition fees. Thanks to the summer job, I've managed to land at the mountain refuge of something something. It was Adam Zimmer, father's friend, who put me in touch with Herr Gustav, the manager of the refuge, who sent me a letter of employment. So my journey begins. Wagen, June 21st, 1937. Hooray! End of school! I wish. The year seemed like a walk in the park compared to the spring concert, though. It was so nerve wracking. So glad it's over. Glad for the break, although already I can't wait for the new year at the music academy to begin. Father says I'll have to pay my way now, though. That's why I shall soon be starting my summer job at Herr Gustav's refuge in the mountain. I'm not even gonna try. The pay isn't exactly great, but it will still help toward my studies. And besides, I get board and lodging and oh dear God, bountiful something fresh mountain air. Mom doesn't stop lecturing me about how good it will be for my lungs. I suspect she exaggerates my illness, though, so she can keep me under her wing like a mother goose. But I keep it under my hat. This is no time to be upsetting my parents. They have enough on their plate at the moment. First of all, there is the money, as father as rather the lack of it. My parents' shop isn't going as well as it used to, that's for sure. And I can see that my poor old dad, who couldn't put aside as much money as his friends and the one-time partner Herr Zimmer, feels humiliated that I have to work to pay for my studies. Aw, something happened to break off his work partnership with the Zimmer. That sucks. Can guess what though, considering the theme of the episode. And then there was the persecution by the brown shadow against my parents and our neighbors. It seems to be getting worse these past weeks. I even overheard my parents whispering about a possible ascension to power of this dreadful party. It's all the more worrying as their influence is not only growing in Austral alas, but also all over Europe and even the world over. I've never really been interested in politics, but one thing I think I do know is that this can't be good news for anyone. Wagon January 1st, 1937. No, July. July. Oh my god, I can't even read, honestly. No time to write now, so much to do at the refuge. Tiring, but very interesting. Oh, so relieved Herr Gustav is so kind to me. Can't say the same for his daughter, Lenny, though. But maybe we just need time to get to know each other. Soon see. Anyway, better run. Now customers arriving for the summer. Quite a little group too. Scientists training for an expedition, if I understand rightly. And they're coming with their guide and even a famous filmmaker. No rest for the weary. And I still don't know what they ordered. Ah! Oh, one spritz and Brian, and one and two Neville. Okay, can do that. Okay, and two Neville. Okay. This was surprisingly easy to do. Once I found where the hell the note went.
The keg's empty. I need to change it.
Of course you do.
It's not the right kind of beer.
She can easily pick up the new keg. Damn, girl.
Here's the neighbor. That should be it. Let's serve these gentlemen now.
was something about a painting to check out.
I need to add more wood in the fire.
Nice. Um, Not like I'm seeing any wood lying around though. Oh, there it was. Had to pull back.
It's not enough. I need to feed the fire more.
Well, it didn't look like there was any more. Maybe try closing it so it doesn't waste all the heat.
Looks all good to me. Wow, I've never seen a stove like this. It must be one of Herr Gustav's inventions that everyone talks about down in Wagen.
Nope, it's a Vorarlberg one.
This mechanism controls the air intake, if I remember correctly. Looks all good to me. It's not enough. I need to feed the fire more.
Oh, it's not like there's any more wood lying around. Oh, there it was. Gonna just pocket the wood? Of course it's a TARDIS jacket, considering it's our grandma.
Those paintings. I think Herr Gustav wanted me to help him choose the one he should buy. He must have left me a note somewhere.
Ah, it's okay, Neve. Yeah, everything's going good. Then I have a little favor to ask of you. Young Leon, the alpinist, is trying to fob me off with one of his paintings. Does them in his spare time. I grant you that they might not be masterpieces, but they're well painted. At least I can see what they are. And I would be dead cuffed to hang up one on my wall. Besides, Leon's decent lad and brings in the customers. So I thought, as your father sells them, and I know so at all, I'd ask you to choose. Thanks for helping, Gustav.
I should take a closer look at those paintings before choosing one.
Ooh, this is pretty. That cloud is really coming on this place. Ooh, the waterfall's pretty as well, but I think I like the other one better. I really liked how the cloud was just hugging the valley. Yeah, I like this one.
I think I'll pick this one. So glad Herr Gustav likes me to play for the clients. This way, at least, I won't get rusty. That should be it for the fire. But I think there's something wrong with the airflow.
Okay, we need to adjust number 2. 1, 3, and 4 seem okay.
That should be it for the fire. But I think there's something wrong with the airflow. Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it. Looks all good to me.
Well, maybe Gustav should fix it. Okay, let's deliver all the drinks because she's been lugging them for a while now.
No, we'll have to go higher, I'm telling you. But my point is that it's highly improbable that any primate will be able to survive so high up, let alone thrive.
And if they were thriving, we wouldn't be looking for them, would we? I say they've taken to the higher ground, and they only come down to steal livestock and game.
Look out, chaps.
Gentlemen, your drinks?
Ah, good on you, lassie. Horst, make yourself useful and pass these around. First day, is it? Better make a wish then.
All right, I will. I wish you would tell me what all those maps are for.
Ah, that I can grant you. They show all the different locations of an expedition we're planning.
I see you haven't come just for the view then.
Oh no, Fraulein. We're only here for the beer and a pretty smile. That's our trainer out there. Supposed to knock this scraggly lot into shape for the big climb in Baltayar.
Yeah, doesn't look all that
Right.
much to me.
And what about you, gentlemen?
Well, let me introduce you to my dream team. Horst Sauer, talented anthropologist and frequent but worthy pain in the ass, your mother. Rudolf Jäger, distinguished ethnologist. And last but not least, Albert Bauer,
Paleontologist.
And yourself?
Reinhard Berger, biologist.
As Herr Berger says, we're here to train for the Origin expedition.
In return for funding for our own projects back home.
And for the love of science, eh, Horst?
Oh, yes, of course, Ehrberger. I'm sure none of us would be here otherwise, would we?
And what about you, my lovely?
Oh, I'm Dana. I'm working here during the holidays, that's all.
Aw, you're a budding pianist, girl. Please be proud of it. No, I think that's all. I'm not seeing any other speaking points. Unless there's something under the chat. Because I don't really have an out of the conversation either. Um, game? Help? Oh, there was something on the map. I couldn't see it because my brightness is too high.
And what's that one of, if you don't mind me asking?
That is Baltayar, a remote region in the mountains of northern China. That's where I'll be leading my team in a couple of weeks.
And what's this expedition for?
Well, keep it to yourself, but the code name is Origin. And if I have my way, it will likely change the way we perceive humanity.
I'm
Unlikely.
curious to know what this Origin expedition is all about, though. If it's not top secret, that is.
Put it this way, Fraulein Dana. When we discover what we're looking for, you will no doubt remember this conversation as your claim to fame. You will tell your grandchildren that you served the Origin team, the team that discovered none other than the missing link of the superior race of humans, the Australopithecus habilis, the direct ancestor of Homo sapiens. Or, more vulgarly put, the abominable snowman.
Oh, I see. Now I get why it's called Origin.
Whatever we find, whatever we call it, it's likely to send shockwaves all through the world of anthropology. It will help us to explain how we evolved from Australopithecus to modern man, and then became...
He's off again. Get him started on anthropology and he's like a bolted horse. I don't think Fraulein Dana wants you to clobber her with your explanations, Horst.
I might only be a waitress, but actually I find it quite interesting.
Well, Fräulein, the Origin expedition could lead us to a totally new series of studies, or even reveal a new mode of tribal organization, or a micro-society, by the discovery of a specimen that may well have played a major role in the evolution of modern man.
Come, gentlemen, here's to the Brown Shadow for generously sponsoring this expedition, which is sure
Ouch.
to redefine our understanding of mankind.
Oh, I see we're fraternizing with the personnel, gentlemen.
Just giving a toast to our generous sponsor, Herr Hers.
May I remind you that this mission, financed by my party, is confidential? Do you know what that means, Dr. Berger?
Yes, Herr Hers.
It means, gentlemen, it is strictly forbidden to communicate any details or objectives to anyone outside our circle, let alone to the first waitress to come by twinkling her eyelashes. Fraulein, as soon as you're done here, I suggest you get back to your chores.
Whoa, you're a Nazi for sure.
What a brute.
That is one of the inconveniences of working with a heavily politicized private sponsor. But he's just doing his job. And I suppose, like anything else in life, there has to be some compromise to get what one desires. So, think nothing of it, Fraulein. It is the way of science. Indeed, it is the way of the world.
Yeah, considering that guy can overhear me say this, I better keep my mouth shut.
I suppose it is the way of the world, Herr Berger. Thank you, gentlemen, for telling me about your expedition. But I must get back to work.
Poor guy almost lost his beer. Okay, is there any place I can leave the tray with empty glasses, or are we just gonna run around the entire place with the tray full of glasses?
Right, my lovely. Pop out, take the orders on the terrace, and then we can take a breather.
How am I supposed to fix the airflow of this damn thing, though?
Better try another one. Looks all good to me. Looks all good to me. Impossible. That one is loose. That should fit pretty much anywhere on the stove. Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it. That's it. I'm done here.
Well, at least I made it warm and nice and toasty inside.
Come on, Leon. Show me your energy, your youth. Oh dear, you look more like my old Aunt Helga.
I think Herr Gustav would not like it if I left the refuge during the service. So I had better stick around.
Ooh, pretty.
It's a beautiful evening. Mother was right about the pure air up here. Everything seems so right, so utterly clear. I'm so thrilled. My first job. I'll be able to earn enough until September to pay for a new year of study at the music academy. I'm truly looking forward to it. Everything seems to be working out at last. I feel like this is a turning point in my life. Just imagine, one day, Dana Rose, concert pianist.
That was sweet.
Leon, dear, do make an effort.
Lenny, sweetheart,
Crikey, you nearly made me jump out of my skin.
what have you got there?
Oh, it's a camera lens, that's all.
A camera lens.
Yeah? Borrowed it from Frau Junta?
Who is this Frau Junta anyway?
Ginger Junta, over there.
She married?
Oh no, too old to marry now. She's way past 20, you know. That's
Oh
why she
my.
likes filming Leon, because he's young and handsome.
Lenny,
And she never lets me have a go of her gear anyway. I only wanted to help her film something. I bet she's jealous.
Lenny, what's so special about Frau Junta's equipment that makes you want to steal it?
Borrow it.
All right, borrow it.
Can't you see? Who would be interested in Ginger Junta if she didn't have a camera, huh? She's too old for Leon. She uses it so she can be the center of attention, you know.
Is that what you want?
No, not exactly. Besides, there's nothing to do here.
I do understand, Lenny, but
No, you don't. Feels like a prison here sometimes, all on my own. When I grow up, I'll live at the top of a building in the big city, and I'll have a swimming pool on my roof.
believe me, I do understand, Lenny. Because of my coughing fits, I've sometimes had to stay in my room for weeks on end. Imagine that, nothing to see but the same four walls.
Oh, right. Must have been pretty tough, I guess.
That's why I took up the piano. Do you like doing anything special, Lenny?
I suppose I like making stuff with Papa. He's got ever such clever hands, you know. But he's always so busy in the summer.
Let's be friends then, shall we?
You won't tell on me then?
Not now that we're friends.
You promise?
I promise.
Aw, that's sweet.
No, we can
And
do
yeah, it's a
better.
pretty good quote for 69.
Another creation of Herr Gustav. I guess he won't mind if I take a quick look. Madonna laces.
I guess those are the only spots I can check out right now. Maybe. For the time being. Not bad though.
That's it. Hold it.
Oh, you sure wanna hold it, hon, we know. Can I get to those people somehow? He's not even all that handsome. Honestly, I prefer Oscar.
Better not interrupt them. That Frau Junta wasn't exactly friendly earlier with Lenny. I've done all that Herr Gustav told me to do. I'd better go and tell him. I'd better not disturb them. I don't want to risk another scolding.
I really love the lodge itself though. It's really amazing. I like stuff like this, like stone on the first floor and wood on the second. It's really my cup of tea.
There's no one to serve upstairs. And besides, there's still much to do down here. I don't want to let Herr Gustav down.
All right.
Fine. No more orders and everyone's served.
That's the go. You handled your first foray pretty well, Dana, my girl, stepping away as you did from anything to do with the brown shadow. Keep it up, and we'll all be all right. Hey, Dana?
But what if he...
Just do as you did, and we'll be all right. Good. That's right. Glad you listened to my advice. Just keep doing as I say, and you'll win 'em over every time. So, young lady, you're still off to the academy in the fall, are you not? What you waiting for, then? Get back to your practicing, and play us a nice tune while you're at it.
All right then, I will. Thank you, Herr Gustav.
Play something melodious this time. It'll make a nice change from the military pieces some of the patrons have been requesting of late.
Well, Herr Gustav did a pretty good job repairing that key I broke yesterday.
You broke a key? Damn, girl. I thought you were good with the piano. There'd be a lot of jaws on the floor here. Look at them puppies.
Bravo. Bravo.
Oh my.
Clap? How can you clap? Oh, so you like noise, do you? Do you? Well, you should be ashamed. Ashamed, I say, to applaud the music of a treacherous Polish separatist. Rebel rousing. It's this kind of rebel rousing that puts the poison of Marxist Bulgarian ideology in the minds of honest people.
What the hell is
And
wrong with you?
those who partake in its vulgarization are accessory to treason.
You are drunk, Herr Hoss.
Out of my way, boy.
That piano hit back hard.
Come, Fraulein. Best clear off until the dust settles.
You should have seen me then, Fraulein Walker. I was so young and eager to witness whatever could happen between Dana and Leon. I needed to know, to be included, one way or another.
What a fiasco. Shouldn't you be in bed? What a fiasco.
Don't you have some dolls to dress or something?
She's not that small.
Not now, Lenny.
Go up to your room, Lenny.
Dana did a good job. It's nice and warm in here now, but maybe a bit too much for Herr Hoss.
Yeah, everything is a bit much for Herr Hoss. I mean, he did get drunk on a single beer.
So, that's the painting Dana thinks father should buy from Leon. Nice choice. He had it coming.
Come on, you wanted to try and play it. Go play it. Part of your quest. Why are you resisting it?
Oh, Lenny. Why don't you leave the piano to those who actually know how to play it, huh?
Hey, I didn't sound that bad.
What's the point? I could never compete with Dana.
Lenny, don't. Give them some space, would you?
Is there anywhere I can sneak? Okay, it doesn't let me go there. So maybe if I go upstairs? Let all that you do be done in love. Cute Bible quote, I guess? Damn, that's a big newspaper clipping. Wagon 15 February 1936. Local man Leon Kubatis took a shock slalom men's gold at the Garnish Parkenkirchen Winter Olympics on Saturday as the two favorites both spectacularly bombed out. Ivar Ballengard of Norway won silver, 0.34 seconds behind, and Rudi Kratz of Germany the bronze after his compatriot Franz Fuhr and then Uh, Bertil person of Norway both imploded. Oh my god, those names. At least I know all the names in Diablo that I'll be playing next. Sheesh. Kubatis 21 became the only Bulgarian skier to win an Olympic medal, breaking the national record set by Hans Gartmann in 1932 in Lake Placid. It means everything. I've been training my whole life for a moment like this, said the unheralded mountain guide from Wagen. I took a medal in Lake Placid, a bronze, but I always dreamt about the gold medal, and now it's a dream come true, and I'm totally blown away. Kabatis follows in the footsteps of Max Schaffer as one of the second national to win a men's Olympic slalom gold. Yeah, this little one has a thing for him for sure.
Honestly, Junta is not that good. I'm sure I could do better if only I could practice a bit.
Yeah, that's a pretty blurry photo.
I'm so glad I started this collection of photos. When I grow up, I'll travel all around the world and photograph everywhere I go. When I'm old, the wall will be covered with them.
I have the odd feeling when we visit with Kate, it's not gonna be full of pictures.
You all right? Yeah, I thought so.
It's just that if I had retaliated, I would have lost my job, you know? Believe me, I came this close to not being able to pay for my studies at the academy after the holidays.
Forget it. He was blind drunk. Won't even remember it come tomorrow. All Gustav could see it wasn't your fault. Besides, you didn't see him after your performance. Ecstatic he was.
There are more and more people like that brute. They don't even bother to hide their hatred anymore. It's like they've been given a mission, or perhaps I should say permission, to abuse people like me, as if Vagarans had suddenly become the scourge of society. And we're powerless to act because if we did, we'd lose our home. My parents, they've become a bundle of nerves. They can't sleep at night. Only last week, our shop window got smashed again, and our neighbors, they couldn't care less. And neither could the authorities. I'm sorry. I've upset you, haven't I?
You've put my own suspicions into words, Fraulein. Because what you say about the Brown Shadow is true, and that's what worries me. I used to think they were just a bunch of cranks in their ridiculous uniforms. But now I can see these lunatics really are serious. Deadly serious.
But you did know who was behind the Origin expedition.
Never gave it much thought, to be honest. Only met Huss and the scientists today. For me, they were no different from any other group I've trained. If I'd have known that, I'd have had second thoughts. Actually, do you know what?
What?
I'm going to stop training them.
Can you do that?
It's still a free country, right? So after a few
Not
weeks'
for long.
notice, I'll be off the hook. At least, I get to spend the summer here with you. Painting.
But I don't paint.
No, you play. I paint. It's my passion. And you can be my muse.
Oh my.
Is that what you say to all the girls?
No. Never.
Hello, you two lovebirds. Everyone's going to bed, so you better come back inside or you'll catch cold, or worse.
And that's how Dana pipped everyone at the post. It only took one look for Leon to fall head over heels in love with her. And it didn't take much for Dana to fall for him. Love at first sight, you might say.
That's cute.
The whole band stayed at the chalet all summer long. Then, I suppose, everyone went their own sweet way.
Did you ever see any of them again?
Oh, no.
What about Dana and Leon?
They too went their own ways, I guess. And that, Fräulein Walker, is all there is to it.
So many years later and you're still bitter. Oh my god.
Where did Dana go after she left?
Back to her parents, I should think. Somewhere in Vagen.
Do you know if she's still alive?
Can't be sure, but I doubt it. It was a lifetime ago, Fräulein Walker.
Where do you think she might be if she were?
No idea. Things went from bad to worse after that summer. Not to mention half the town was razed during the war.
Did Dana leave anything here? Any documents or anything that might help me find where she went?
Not that I know of. But I suppose there might be in Father's old coffer. Must still be in the loft. Junta bought it from him that summer, so she could use it to store her precious filming gear. She was supposed to come back for it, but she never did. If there is anything that can help you, it will be in there. So feel free to look around the refuge by yourself if you like, even though I don't think anyone managed to open the coffer since Junta left.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. Thank you so much.
Wow, talk about being bitter about losing your first love that many years later. God damn, woman, you can hold a grudge.
Maintaining the refuge must be a huge job. As tough as Lenny is, I hope she has some help when she needs it. I have to put in a coin. Typical.
Aww.
There's a cap blocking...
She didn't have to replace a coin. That sucks.
It won't budge. There must be a way of unblocking it somewhere else on the mechanism.
Yeah, when you put the coin, that sucks. Okay, this seems a more civilized way to get to the place.
That must lead to the other side of the circus. The authorities have closed the path due to excavation works on the other side of the mountain. Suits me. I wasn't exactly planning on climbing a mountain today anyway.
You just kind of did already. Notice danger, path closed. Due to recent discovery at the foot of the passage known as Devil's Path, this path has been closed to facilitate excavation works. In order to prevent any risk of accident and ensure public safety, access to Devil's Pass is strictly prohibited until further notice. Wagon Mountain National Park Authority Rights of Way Services, telephone, November 2005. So there is no more civilized way to get there. I hope they left this one with some provisions.
That must be the piano Dana played on the night she met Leon. The night Lenny told me about.
Looks about right.
Reminds me of Hans's automatons in Valladolid.
Ah, I see I'm not the only one stuck here. Pull up a seat and together we can moan about being stuck here.
Yeah,
Thank
she's
you,
not
but
stuck.
I have things to do.
I hope you can stay until this evening at least. In London they have the changing of the guard. Here we get the changing of the colors. I guarantee it's worth the wait. English?
American, actually.
Oh, seeing as you've come so far, then. Besides, it's always nicer to be stranded in good company. From Belgium, myself, on a world climbing tour.
Stranded?
Didn't you know? They've closed the Teufelskragen. That's the path they call the Devil's Pass.
So that's what all the fuss is about.
All down to climate change.
You mean the thaw, right?
Made the path too dangerous to climb and apparently resulted in a morbid discovery.
Oh?
Bodies of resistance fighters, killed while leading refugees to Switzerland. Frozen solid.
Resistance fighters? You mean frozen since the Second World War?
That's what the paper says.
Is that what the tent's for?
It's a temporary chapel of rest that the rescue team made while waiting for the bodies to be airlifted out.
I see. I guess there's no reason to disrespect the departed, even after all these years.
I only hope all this sudden interest from excavationists puts an end to the stupid rumors that a strange creature haunts the Silberspiegel. Otherwise, you can be sure as soon as the old lady pops her clogs, this place will become run over by those infernal tourists.
Can you tell me about this Devil's Pass?
Oh, it's on the far side of the cirque, looking out from the terrace. As you can imagine, it's called Devil's Pass because it's extremely dangerous. Most of all because of the risk of avalanche. Only seasoned alpinists can negotiate it, really. As a professional alpinist myself, what I love about it is knowing I'm climbing in the tracks of courageous climbers of bygone times. There's a real sense of history about it. For example, Resistance fighters used it during the war to smuggle vagrants and other victims of the Brown Shadow into Switzerland.
Is that the path they've closed that leads from the refuge?
That's right.
Thought so. I saw the notice.
They've blocked it off so the helicopter can airlift the frozen bodies from the bottom of the pass. Meantime, they have set up a temporary chapel of rest, as you can see.
Well, that's moving. It's important to show respect, even after all these years.
I have the strange feeling Leon is in those bodies, but, yeah.
What about those frozen bodies they discovered at the foot of Devil's Pass?
Well, due to climate change, the snow line has receded, revealing the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War. Most probably resistance fighters and exiles, trying to flee the fascist occupiers and reach Switzerland by the pass. I imagine they got caught in an avalanche. Poor wretches have been imprisoned ever since. Until today. That is why the authorities have blocked access to the pass, so they can take the bodies out, identify them, and give them a proper burial.
I've had some experience with fantastic fauna myself. But what do you make of the so-called strange creature that roams the mountain?
Just another local fairy tale to pull in the tourists, if you ask me. They say it lives in prehistoric caves. And that it's responsible for people going missing. Ooh. Some even say that the mysterious cries you can hear on some nights are the creature calling for a mate. In other words, the usual twaddle you normally get in remote or uncharted places like the high mountain or the deep sea. Twaddle passed down from generation to generation, through sheer ignorance.
Surely, from what I read on the way here, the cries could come from an animal native to the area, couldn't they?
That is my thinking exactly. No doubt a bear with something caught in his throat. It happens, you know. Probably scared a tourist one evening, or... maybe it was young pranksters.
Right. Thanks for cluing me in. Anyway, I better get back to what I was doing.
You are welcome, Fräulein.
Well, he was talkative.
A mechanical stove. Seen better days. Another object with the look of the Vorarlberg workshop.
How many close-ups does this thing need? Damn.
Lenny's father must have made this stair lift to help her get up and down the stairs. Must have taken him many hours. It's touching when you think about it.
I want to explore outside a little. I did not see the tent she was talking about.
It's not the time to take the tram back. There's still a lot to do here. Oh, it's dazzling up here. I can see why they call it the Silberspiegel. Silber means silver, and Spiegel is mirror. The silver mirror. It certainly lives up to its name.
Okay, so that was the name I couldn't read before.
What now, Fräulein? I was just about to doze off.
About Junta's coffer.
What about it?
Where did the coffer in the loft come from?
In fact, Father made it himself during the long winter evenings. He wanted something more elegant and solid than the old family coffer where he kept the takings. So he made the one upstairs, thanks to the techniques he learnt when he worked in the Vorarlberg factory in Valladolid.
Valladolid in France?
That's right. The price Junta paid was equivalent to a month's worth of takings. Money well spent, though, because it was built like a mountain fortress.
I'll be going then.
I'm not seeing anything that has a coin right now, so I highly doubt she has a coin, but maybe I should just try? Oh, she actually had a coin! Oh my god! I did not have to find the coin myself! Who would have thunk it? Ooh, I can pick where I can zoom in, that's nice. Oh, doesn't seem like there's anything on the laces. Oh wait, can take a picture?
That's the fabled Silberspiegel. Oh, I wish I had time to watch it change color. So that's what they call the Devil's Pass. Incredible.
Yeah, pretty narrow too, damn. It does look prone to avalanches. Actually, with all the free photos, this was worth the coin.
The bodies of the resistance fighters that the alpinist mentioned must be inside. Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
Oh, I got an achievement for taking all the photos. Go me! Well, let's try and explore some more. There's a novel.
An old book? The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann? Funny. My grandparents left me a copy before they died when I was a kid. I should get around to reading it someday.
Speaking of, I wonder what happened to her journal. Hey, there's a new page. At least one new page, or more even. Dear Miss Foster, according to my latest information, Kate Walker has lost that automaton of hers she calls Oscar. By all accounts, it happened during her visit in the Miller Antiques shop. Given that she's also now mourning her mother and her co-inmate, I'm beginning to wonder if Miss Walker brought some kind of curse upon herself when she fled with the late Monsignor Vorarlberg nearly 3 years ago. It might seem a bit far-fetched, but there's a term I once heard at a conference by my favorite crime writer, and it keeps popping up into my head whenever I think of Kate Walker. In a word, hubris. Yeah, it describes the arrogance and excessive pride of a person that leads them to a terrain that leads them to disregard the divinely fixed limits, and by seeking to avoid the tragic destiny, the person ends up by provoking it. I guess it's like a cruel twist of fate, like that which seems to be striking Kate Walker. She fled her old life, and yet, after all these misfortunes, her old life must seem more present and full of regrets than ever. But anyway, Miss Walker is still on her unlikely quest to find the woman in the picture she found in that mine. My guess is she's thrown herself into this new quest to escape from her grief. Herr Miller from the antiques shop told me he sent Miss Walker to the Silverspiegel refuge in the mountains near Wagen. I'll be heading out there as soon as I can. Miss Walker only has a few days head start. She may well still be there by the time I arrive. Ooh, he's really trying, that guy. Okay, there's quite a bit more this way.
Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the refuge these days.
Not much, I'd say. Hey, Nagu. Enjoying the game quite a bit, actually.
It must be a lot of work keeping this place going. Hats off to Demoiselle Lenny for managing all by herself.
Considering the size of those cobwebs, she's not managing all that well.
Austere. Looks like a storage room. It's cold in here. Another of those cigar butts. So that's the painting Dana told Lenny's father to buy. Not bad. And similar in style to my painting. Wonder what the others were like.
Also pretty. No, this is my usual stream time on the weekends. This is pretty much when I'm streaming. For about half an hour more.
There. But who could have left it open?
I'm not seeing anything else in this room. Yeah, that's quite possible. Time zones and all that jazz.
This must be Lenny's room. Not sure I'm allowed in here, really.
Oh, I didn't see any other place I could enter. And we already read this newspaper clipping the last time. Man, she has a lot of
Keep your
Bible
servant
quotes.
also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. Sweet.
Thanks for patting the cat, Nagu. Oh, there's actually quite a few pictures. I was expecting the wall to be pretty much blank at this point.
That's pretty impressive. Obviously helps Lenny get up and about. Photos of the refuge. Looks like they're arranged by time period. These date from before the war. There's even one from the summer when Dana worked at the refuge. There are no photos of the occupation of Vaughan by the Brown Shadow. I guess that corresponds to when Lenny and her father had to leave the refuge.
I guess she never really left the refuge for long then, because all the pictures are of the refuge and she was planning to have pictures from all over the world.
All these photos go up to the 80s, including my date of birth. This series ends at 2002, 3 years ago, when I began my journey with Oscar and Hans's train. She's still sitting there, watching. Wonder what she's thinking about.
What more can I learn about the history of the place? I actually didn't even find where the supposed coffer should be in the first place, but this, that. Oh, maybe there's something this way? No, she doesn't want to go that way. But there was nothing else in this room. Where the fudge is the coffer I'm supposed to open?
Another of those cigar butts. Austere. Looks like a storage room. It must be a lot of work keeping this place going. Hats off to Demoiselle Lenny for managing all by herself. Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the refuge these days.
The hell? Lenny, could you have told me where the fudge is that stupid thing I'm supposed to open?
That must be the piano Dana played on the night she met Leon. The night Lenny told me about. Reminds me of Hans's automatons in Valladolid.
If you get a chance, have a look at the Silberspiegel at sunset. The colors are a marvel of nature.
Lenny's father must have made this stair lift to help her get up and down the stairs. Must have taken him many hours. It's touching when you think about it.
Okay, I did not have this interact thing before. Clicking. Oh. Yeah, that's that. Oh, there we go. Finally. I have no idea why I didn't have that thing earlier, but that's fine. What do you want to say? Oh, there's a reel.
Take-up reel. Like the ones used on old cinema projectors. Take-up reel. Like the ones used on old cinema projectors.
It would be nice if we find one to place the reel on. Love the attic space though. Oh, I guess this is the coffer. Oh my god, really? Reading. This game is reading! Vorarlberg Manufacturing Valladolid, 3rd September 1945. Dear Herr Gustav Renner, with regard to your letter of 3rd of August, we are pleased to inform you that Vorarlberg Manufacturing would be honored to assist your daughter Lenny following the tragic events that resulted in her disability. Both my father and my brother Hans would have been as admiring as I am of her selfless courage during the troubling years the old continent of Europe has recently suffered. I'm doubly proud to learn that Lenny is the daughter of one of our most talented former employees. It is therefore with great pleasure that Vorarlberg Manufacturing has decided to respond favorably to your request. Please find enclosed the conscription plans that will allow you to adapt the entire mountain refuge to Lenny's handicap. Yours sincerely, Anna Vorarlberg. That was sweet. We heard a little bit about Anna because we hadn't since the first game. Assembly drawings and their bill of materials for the construction of various mechanisms to adapt the refuge to the Moselle Lenny's handicap. That's nice.
So much going on in these mountains, now and before. But I'd better get back on track, or I'll end up renting a room from Demoiselle Lenny and explore the area for weeks. Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
Okay, no climbing ladders. Well then, I'm finally ready to get
This
into
must be
the
Yunta's
copper.
coffer, the one Lenny spoke about.
Okay, those are turntables, but they're currently locked. Doesn't look like it fits here. Yeah, that definitely doesn't fit. Yeah, I like this one though. No, not this, not here. Nope. Maybe on something on the other side first. No, nothing on this side. Trying to move anything other than this way. Okay, let's try the other side again, I guess. Oh wait. Oh, okay, we can turn those. This looks about right. Okay. That's tricky. Okay. Got one turntable freed. Come on. Hmm. No. Okay, okay. Wait. Stuff. Like this one, right? 72 degrees. Yeah, it's definitely this one. Or maybe we need 72 here. No? Really? Damn, I thought it would be 72. There's something on this side to trigger while I was fudging on the other one. Okay.
Amazing. Now it shows the view from the terrace.
Okay, 108. Okay. Oh, okay. I had it right. Damn, I'm good.
I'll need a key to open it.
Yeah, don't say. We always need a borrower key for this shit.
This one says Lenny, director. So I guess Lenny did get to make her film after all.
Okay. And then there's a... Oh, I thought we would be exploring the journal, but there's a letter underneath it.
No doubt Junta must have written this. Summer 1937. The year Dana worked here. Let's see. I filled my last diary last night. Ordered another one, but still waiting for supplies to be delivered to the refuge. Using an old envelope in the meantime. Today invited Dana for a chat after her shift.
Ooh, we have a Pat the Cat. Sorry, I missed that one.
I'd like to know what Leon sees in her. I've never seen him so smitten. Thanks for popping up, Dana. How did the shift go?
Fine, same as usual.
Just finishing up here, then I'll make us a nice cup of tea.
Wow, that looks futuristic. What is it?
Ah, That little baby is my viewer. That's why it goes in the coffer.
What does it do?
I use it to put together and edit the rushes.
The what?
Rushes. In other words, the strips of unedited footage. I've finished today's selection, so be a dear and put it in the coffer, would you?
I would if I knew how.
Oh, just turn the key in the lock.
Okay, thanks to the document found in 2005 by Kate, you can relive the events of the past it describes. Use the information Dana gained in the past to progress with Kate. Click on the button to swap between Dana and Kate. That's gonna be interesting, but I think now would actually be a good time to wrap up for today. We got some progress in the game, and I think it just saved, so yeah, I think it's a good moment to wrap up for today. Yeah, 30 seconds of lost. I'm fine with that. Okay, now let's find some poor soul to raid. Not much of a choice on my end, actually. Does anybody have any suggestions? Or we could raid somebody that I rather enjoy watching that usually doesn't stream when I can raid. Shaky is doing a 20 hours marathon. Damn. Yeah, let's go visit Shaky today. Thanks for the suggestions, Unstable. Yeah, let's do that sometime soon. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow with more Syberia. I love this game. I really enjoy this way more than I did the previous one. I hope you guys do too. And until then, I'll be seeing you.